My next guest got another big win this past weekend at UFC Mexico City, getting it done by decision. It's Loopy Godinez back here in the program. Loopy, how you doing?
Really good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Didn't pick up a big win in the UFC, which is always nice. But before we talk about the performance and the win, just how cool was it getting a fight in Mexico City? Because I know that was always something you wanted to do in your career.
Yeah, it was amazing. I've been saying in all of the interviews, and after my fight, the energy was crazy. It was something that you had to be in there and leave it to just to feel it. I can't even explain it, but it was it was crazy energy. It was amazing.
That's good. Did you have family come out for the fight at all, like for the matchup, or like what was the like? How many people did you have come out for the event?
Yeah, I had a few people from Vancouver that came out.
Oh,
I had
nice.
some family members that are from Mexico that they came from a different city that came to Mexico City. I had friends coming. I had my sister.
Yeah.
My parents didn't make it, but of course they watch me in TV. But yeah, it was really good. I had
Nice.
a blast.
Now, did the fight play out like you thought it would? Because that ended up being like towards the end, especially like what a like a fun fight for the fans. You could hear the crowd was really into it. Going in, did you kind of expect a fight like that?
Well, it was everything that happened in the fight. We knew it was gonna happen. Like
Mm.
everything we work in the camp, like we expected, all of that. And in the third round, she came out strong, and all I needed to do is be smart and maybe like circle more and stuff. But like I was there to put on a show. Like I felt the energy of the people, and it was just great to just get in there, get a little bit dirty. And I think we did a great job. Everyone loved the fight, and yeah, like it couldn't go any better.
Anything about her surprise you looking back? You said you sort of expected the fight to play out like you did, but kind of looking back, was there anything about her specifically that maybe you weren't expecting?
No, we knew she was tough, and of course she's new, and she's coming up, and she wants to get my spot, and we know she was gonna be tough, and she was gonna be coming forward, and we knew she's strong. We knew all of that stuff. So nothing really surprised me because we were ready to, we were expecting the best polastry that it was gonna be.
I know you've been asked about it, obviously the viral moment. I was just curious. Well, two things I was curious. First and foremost, was there any part of you that's like, I might not get to fight? Like, did that, because I know you were sick sort of going in, you weren't feeling very good. Was that ever a thought, going into the fight?
No, I don't even tell my coaches that. I don't even tell them. I mentioned something like, oh, I'm chill. I have the chills. But then we thought it was because my body felt it was so low and just being cold like normal.
Mm.
And but then but then all the like diarrhea and stuff, I just kind of like, yeah, I would say something, but I wouldn't like make it a big deal.
Yeah, so you played it cool. So you have a good poker face, then. That's as they say, right? Like you kind of you because I know this is such a big opportunity. Like if this was maybe a different situation, but I don't know. You're one of these fighters as well that I know come hell or high water, you'll go out there and compete. You don't back down from anything. Then my second question on this was, have fans been cool about it? Because I loved your response to the whole situation. People know what I'm talking about. I don't have to go into detail about it, but have fans been like? Have you noticed more fan support? Just because again, I think you handled it perfectly with the situation at hand, which I'm sure no fighter wants to be in.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Things happen.
Yeah.
Shit happen.
Yes, exactly. Well said. Well said. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Sometimes we point fingers to fighters, to actors, to dancers, like if they shed the bed or they fall or they do something, or like, but like it's just we're humans,
mm,
right?
yeah.
Like why no reason to be embarrassed because every single person in the crowd, every single person that are commenting, they do have the same issues that we all have.
mm,
The sickness, diarrhea, vomit, doesn't matter. Like it's our body, it's just normal, right?
Yeah.
Just to be more open about it because I don't care. It's just what happened, and if you like it, great. If not, then you're weird, because everyone goes through something like this. At
Exactly.
least,
Yeah. No, that's the right attitude for sure. And kind of on that note, I know it was kind of separate from what happened, but we know Joe Pyfer got sick, and I'm sure you saw the video about him kind of going off on Mexico. What was sort of your take on that? Because I felt it was a bit unfair for him to kind of generalize. Like, things are going to happen in any country you go to, right? So I kind of felt like he was, a bit offside with that comment. What was your sort of take from that?
what I just saw him frustrated. I saw him upset. I saw him sad, just because, like, I'm sure he worked really hard to fight that night. I'm sure he spent tons of money to fight that night, because, like, the whole fight camp, and he was just frustrated. And sometimes when we are frustrated, we say mean or weird, or things that we don't even mean it,
Yeah.
at the moment. um but, like, everyone says different things when they don't feel 100%. We don't go what he's going through in his personal life.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Like, yeah, like, for myself, I wouldn't speak like that publicly.
Yeah. Yeah.
He do, and now he's dealing with the consequence, or whatever is happening. But at the same time, it's done deal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's human. We are all humans.
I agree. Good outlook there. I got to know, after the fight, because I know you weren't feeling the best, but did you get to celebrate? Did you get to enjoy yourself after the fight?
Oh yeah, I was enjoying myself the whole time I was in Mexico, and even more so after the fight, after the win. I got to spend some time with my team, with my sister, with some of my family members that came to watch me, friends, and yeah, just have a good time. Eat. We went to a Brazilian steakhouse, so I
Oh,
was just
cool.
eating beef and stuff. So it was amazing.
Good. Okay, that's great. Obvious question: when do you want to get back in there? Is there kind of an ideal time you want to have your next fight?
Whenever they tell me, to be honest, I could fight. I mean, I had to heal from my knees and my face, but honestly, as soon as I'm healed, if they give me a fight, like I'll be ready. I'm
Yeah.
always ready to put on a show. And I think they may put me in September, but I mean, I would like to come sooner. But if not, then September it is, and go
Okay.
from there.
Would that be for the Noche card? Because I know there's also talk of them coming to Western Canada, and I kind of did the math here. It's probably Calgary, right? Because they went to Edmonton last year. They've been to Vancouver a bunch of times. Maybe they come to Vancouver again. I don't know. They seem to like it here, but I think Calgary hasn't had an event since Poirier Alvarez. I think that would make the most sense, because the rumors were Western Canada, which is fairly close for us here in British Columbia. It's like an hour flight, half-hour flight, right?
Yeah, I'll be down to find Canada. That's another in my bucket list that I would like to do for sure.
Mhm.
But we will see. I don't call the shots. I wish I could just be like,
Yeah, this is where I want to go. Yeah. But either or would be good, because I know Noche is a big event too, right? I'm sure you'd want to fight on that. So
yeah, but whatever. I know.
I know you're
Whatever
not picky. You're picky. Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever happens is gonna be great. Like, I feel like I'm just letting my career just go, and so far it's been amazing. I've been having so much fun,
Mhm.
whole journey. So I'm just letting it, you know, letting it
Letting the
be.
universe run its course is the best way to say it. Yeah. Okay, I completely agree with that. And any opponents in mind? I know, again, you're coming off a win, so you got a bit of leverage here. But is there any like fights you look at in the division like, hey, that would be a fun fight next? Any opponents come to mind?
Yeah, like someone like a specific opponent I don't have,
Mhm.
but whatever, any rank opponent will be fun. I think, like, I show that I have improved, and I'm keep improving. I mean, keep improving. And what I did that night, I only did, like 40% of what I have improved.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm super excited. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens, and whoever they give us, we will get ready for that, and put in another great show.
I know for this fight in particular, you train back home in I say Vancouver just because it's more general. But is that the plan going forward? Because I know you were training a bit in Mexico at Lobo Gym. Is that something you plan on doing again, or you think you'll keep the fights or the training camp back home? Because obviously you won this fight, you look good.
Yeah, I want to stay here. I'm really happy with where I go. I'm with WKX, and then I have everything I need, and my sister is here.
Yeah,
So
family's here too, right? It's a bit easier. So
yeah, my family's here, my home is here. Yeah, it's just easier, and yeah, I'm loving it, to be honest. I'm really enjoying my time.
Yeah, well, and it's the best time of year here, right? So we're coming up to that point where the weather's good. It's there's lots, and there's girls for you to train here, and I know girls will come through as well. Like obviously Jamie's here, Jamie Lynn Horth, and I know I even talked to Jasmine. I know obviously she's fighting, she's got her fight coming up, but she I know wants to come out here and do some training. So that's something too. I'm sure you've got women that want to come out and train with you, and you don't have to go anywhere, right?
Yeah, 100%. We got something good going on, and we will, once I get a fight and stuff, talk to my coaches, and we will try to bring some girls too, or we go somewhere, just to for a weekend to spar and stuff.
Yeah.
But so far it's been really good, to be honest.
Good. And last question: what do you got planned the rest of the week? Doing anything fun? Going on any hikes? Doing anything cool?
I'm leaving to Denver on the weekend with
Oh,
my
nice.
sister. Yeah, and then I'm just healing my knees. They really go scratch,
Okay.
with when I was fighting. So I'm doing that, and just spend some time, lay low. Be with my parents and my sisters, and like just eat good food, and yeah, just relax, rest.
Okay, so no training in Denver because obviously there's a couple gyms there that's pretty notable, right? So.
I'll see how I feel after the weekend.
Mhm.
Hopefully they're better. It's just like when I'm flexing them. I'm gonna show you.
Okay, let's see. I mean, I take your word for it, but I'll see it anyways. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's look at.
So,
Oh, geez. Yeah, I see what you mean.
and then this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like what's it called? Like it's not rug burn, but it's similar to it. It's like really takes the skin off, so that's gonna take a while to heal. So.
I knee like this, it kind of stretches, and like,
Yeah.
it
No,
kind of
it's
feels
tough. That's tough.
painful.
What do you even do for that? You just have to ice it, I guess, right?
It's my mom is cleaning it and like putting cream. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's what moms are for. So that you got a good mother there, Loopy. That's great. Appreciate the time as always. If there's anyone you want to thank before we get out of here, sponsors, social media, anything like that, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, well, everyone that has been obviously since with me since day one, and like everyone that has been adding into my journey, and of course for this fight camp, I had a great, huge support. Like I had WKX, Jace Jonesy, I had Dion, I have Colin Danes, I have my sister Anna Paula, I have my family with me, I had all my training partners, the gyms, Universal, where I was sparring every weekend. I had people coming from Guadalajara. I had Sena and Botello to help me out when I was in Mexico City prior to my fight, and then my team show up later, and it was just I just want to say thank you to all these guys that make it fun. Gerard Rival was there in my corner. He was super helpful too, and just so thankful to everyone that has been helping me, and thank you for having me.